All right, Niner Nation, sorry for the delay. A couple weeks off here on Panning for Gold. Hope everybody enjoyed their spring break. I know we did. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go on much of a spring break, but the corduroy jacket is back, and that means we mean business this week here on Panning for Gold, where we dish out a whole slew of new headlines for you, go over the top 5 plays of the men's basketball season, and much, much more. Panning for Gold starts right now. All right, Niner Nation, we're back once again with a slew of new headlines for you. The beat starts right now, but first, a little teaser about what's to come, where we talk the Niners facing the Knights, Coach Lambert's special commercial, March Madness, and much, much more. All of that coming up on the beat. All right, we start headlines this week with a note about looking out for a special commercial during the NCAA March Madness hoops. Don't leave that couch during commercial breaks, or you may miss a special commercial message from 49er head football coach Brad Lambert. The NCAA tournament is one of the most watched sporting events on the planet, and it's a great opportunity to display 49er football in 2013 is legit. So be on the lookout for that Coach Lambert commercial coming up this week during March Madness. And speaking of the NCAA tournament, the Charlotte 49ers will host the second and third round down there at the Time Warner Cable Arena, the Cable Box as we call it here in Charlotte. Hosting requires so many duties, and it would really not do it justice to talk about all the things that we have to do, but I will be there working the event this week as the official copy dude. That's right. Basically just making copies of box scores, roster sheets, etc. for the media. It's a sweet job and one that I take very seriously as the official copy dude. Anyway, PFG will be tweeting from the event, so be sure to follow us on twitter.com/panningforgold2. That's twitter.com/panningforgold2. I'm sure we'll have twit pics, anecdotes, links, and all that stuff coming up from the Cable Box this week. Certainly excited to host the second and third rounds of the NCAA tournament. The football stadium will break ground this spring. As a matter of fact, we have a date. It's April 28th at 3:30 p.m. It's a Thursday. Mark it down. Plan a sick day. Skip class. Okay, don't skip class, or skip class if you want to, but 3:30 p.m. on April 28th. It's a Thursday. You really need to be there. It's going to be a monumental event out there at the current intramural fields behind the baseball stadium. It'll be a marquee day as the ribbon gets cut and that first shovel hits dirt. Again, April 28th, 3:30 p.m., the stadium groundbreaking out there on the current intramural fields. Another fun, exciting event in April will be when the Diamond Niners, that's right, the 49er baseball team, takes a trip down to Fort Mill, South Carolina to take on the Charlotte Knights, the AAA affiliate of the Chicago White Sox, in an exhibition game. They will use wood bats. Stats will not count, but it'll be a fun experience for the guys to test their skills against professional talent. The date is April 5th. The Knights won't have finalized their roster until spring training, but ticket information is yet to be finalized. When we do that, check out the .com for latest updates on that, but certainly a great little exhibition game, if you will, the Knights against the 49ers down there at the Castle. Lastly, for those not in the know, we are hosting the Atlantic 10 Softball Championship May 11th through the 14th. Niner Nation provided quite a home field advantage a few years ago when we hosted, propelling the Niners all the way to the championship round, and I'm sure they would love that support once again. There's a lot of softball between now and then, but keep up to date with the latest news on the .com. That's charlotte49ers.com, of course. Again, the A10 Softball Championship right here in the QC, May 11th through the 14th. That's going to do it for headlines this week. That means my job is almost over. But first, we cue up that beautiful athletic accomplishment that we call Highlight. That's right, of the week. Cue it up.
You know, if we were playing fantasy baseball, Corey Roberts would be on my team. His performance this past week against Ball State, a CG, complete game, 4-hitter, 1 earned run, struck out 9 batters. The guy was filthy. He was shoving, as the baseball guys would say.
rolling underneath it, makes the catch, a complete game. 1-run, 4-hitter for Corey Roberts. The first complete game of the season for the 49ers.
All right, Niner Nation, that time once again, you see him over my right shoulder. He's becoming a legit weatherman. I mean, he's doing internships, and I swear that he will soon one day be a meteorologist on some local TV station, and I can say that he got his start right here on Panning for Gold. Garrett Biedenbaugh has our weekend weather update. We have our fingers crossed as baseball's at home. No rain, no rain, no rain. Garrett, Minneapolis.
Thanks, AJ. Garrett Biedenbaugh here with your weekend weather update. Well, you ask and you shall receive. Look at the Friday's forecast. Mostly sunny conditions for baseball and softball. We'll have high temperatures reaching the mid to upper 70s, so great weather. Be sure to bring the sunscreen out to Robert and Miriam Hayes Stadium and over there at softball. Saturday, women's tennis, softball, baseball, everything going on. Mostly sunny conditions with highs in the low 70s. And for your Sunday, same basic forecast, mostly sunny conditions with highs in the upper 60s. And that's just a great weekend weather forecast for you. So I can't do much better than that. Now back to you, AJ.
All right, so if you're heading out to the Hayes this weekend, pack some sunscreen, and it sounds as if a t-shirt and shorts will suffice out at the Hayes this weekend. So beautiful weekend as they battle Harvard. That's right, Harvard. We'll take a short break. Our top 5 plays of the men's basketball season is right around the corner. You're not going to want to miss that. Don't go anywhere.
Dreams are forged. Teams are united. Champions win here. The road to the championship continues. Don't miss the 2011 NCAA Division I Men's Basketball second and third rounds, March 18th and 20th. For more information, visit ncaa.com/tickets.
Well, we kick off our top 5 countdown with an event that preceded the entire season. Last spring, when the 49ers hired Alan Major to be its next head men's basketball coach, he got in the gym quickly, tried to instill his philosophy into his new players, and while the overall win-loss record was not what Niner Nation had hoped in his inaugural season, Major posted, well, pardon the pun, major victories over number 7 Tennessee, top 25 Xavier, and a road win at ACC foe Georgia Tech. First-year head coach Alan Major, a no-brainer top 5 moment from this season. And when you think number 4, it's not really a play, but an entire game, the annual whiteout game, and it did not disappoint. The 49ers tipped it up against nationally ranked Xavier, and this heavyweight fight went the distance. Dario Green poured in a couple big threes. Braswell got into the action on the offensive end. Little spin cycle move up the right side. And this, a big play in this one. JB over the back, gets the offensive rebound and the stick back. That one late in that contest. And then the hustle play by Barnett, diving on the floor, getting the loose ball, calling timeout. And KJ Sherrill drawing the charge in the lane late. The Niners would get the win over X. And those Beat X t-shirts, there you see one right there. The fans were able to they were able to taunt a little bit and celebrate. Some of these games, few and far between, but they relished the victory here. And when you think of number 3, here's a one play for you, JB. I hear you, kid. The fantastic throwdown at Davidson. Listen, the Niners lost the game, but that is a memorable play by Barnett. Let's take a look at it. Cut it up over and over again. The one-handed throwdown for Barnett, who isn't known for his ups, but he elevates and slams it down hard. He took off from the logo in the lane. A tremendous dunk that I soon won't forget, and Niner Nation, you won't soon forget it either. At number 2, again, this isn't a play, it's a game. Black jerseys, blackout, Time Warner Cable Arena. Fans packed the cable box uptown. The cheerleaders had their black on, and Niner Nation, they showed up in black as well. Game on television, blackout, black jerseys, the first and only time the Niners have worn the All Blacks this season, and what a game it was. Gokhan Searon, big 3 in the corner. Niners battling number 7 Tennessee. JB up fake, triple, pour it in. And then the hustle plays again. This one,
Chris Braswell diving on the floor, getting the timeout. Deuce Briscoe with the straight-up thievery. And now look at Deuce hitting some big threes. The kid was on fire that night. That one just standing still. Dario Green hits a three straight away. Look at the reaction. Look at the reaction from number 1, DG. And then the big blocks by Phil Jones. Thank you very much. Get out of here. Niners get the win over Tennessee. And, well, that's number 1 play of the year.
81% free throw shooter, and he misses. Niners have the rebound. They can win with a bucket. They've got no timeouts. Dario Green, front court, top of the key, drives, finds Phil, layup, oh good! 7 seconds to go. Niners lead, 49-48. Thompson out top, gets into the paint. They call a timeout with 3.3 seconds to go. The 49ers are winning.
That's Matt Swerat and yours truly on the call. I had goosebumps and chills sitting courtside.
You've got 6'10" Phil Jones, jumping jack, guarding him out front. They get it to Hobson, back to Tatum, long three to win. No good! A 49ers winner! They beat number 7 Tennessee, and they storm the floor in uptown Charlotte. 49-48. The Niners knock off number 7 Tennessee. They'll be partying in the streets of downtown Queen City tonight. Alan Major, welcome to Charlotte. Your first huge win as a 49er. The first of, I'm sure, many to come.
Those are your top 5 plays, or your top 5 moments, really, of this past men's basketball season. This Tennessee game, one that you can relish for quite some time. And I know the overall wins may not have been there, but Niner Nation is going to remember that one down at the cable box for some time to come. The blackout game against Tennessee. That's your number 1 play of this past men's basketball season.
It began with a few pushing for more, fighting for the chance to play, dreaming to bring college football to Charlotte. And like the city itself, tell us we can't, and we will. Knock us down and watch us get up. With the home crowd advantage, a game of inches became a game of us. We've always had the team.
And now, we have our coach.
Thank you, Chancellor. As a coach, you do a lot of talking, but you can't just talk a good game. You've got to get out there and make things happen. Get results, which is exactly what I plan to do. I'm Brad Lambert, the new head coach of the Charlotte 49ers football team, and I can't tell you what an honor it is to be a part of this university. Many of you have probably never run out of a tunnel onto the field or caught a pass for the winning touchdown. But all of you are our players, and this is your moment. It's your chance to make history, to leave your legacy. Football is coming to UNC Charlotte. It's not a dream, it's a reality. The stadium plans are approved, the field house is starting construction, and in 2012, we'll have our first 49er football class. Now you just have to make sure you're there as a part of our team. Become a founding member. Purchase your 49er seat license today before we sell out. Then get ready to tailgate, to face paint, to yell, to cheer, to stand up, to fight, to be heard. Get ready to kick off 2013.